Like we are finished. They are my age and above. We are gone. I believe that's why I say I'm addressing the age of between 23 to 18 to 23. So those of you who are voting for the first time, we believe that you people will take us to the moon. My generation have failed.
Breaking news: a fresh political bombshell has hit the 2027 presidential race. Former President Goodluck Jonathan has been dragged to court by a lawyer who is asking the Federal High Court in Abuja to permanently bar him from ever contesting for president again. The suit don't just challenge Jonathan, it tests Nigeria's constitution itself. If Jonathan is stopped, the 2027 race changes overnight. But if he is cleared, Tinubu and every other contender could suddenly face a formidable comeback story. Welcome to Chinick TV, where we break down the drama behind the headlines. Let's start with the facts. A lawyer, John Mary Jidobi, filed a suit marked FHC/ABJ/CS/2102/2025. In plain language, he is asking the court to stop Jonathan forever from presenting himself to any political party or to INEC for presidential nomination. He wants an order of perpetual injunction. His argument rests on one key provision of Nigeria's 1999 Constitution, Section 137, subsection 3, which says that anyone who has once been sworn in as president to complete another person's term can only be re-elected once more. Jidobi says Jonathan already enjoyed that privilege. First sworn in 2010 after Yar'Adua's death, and again in 2011 after winning the election. Therefore, running in 2027 would make it the third oath, a direct violation, he claims. Remember the timeline. Yar'Adua passed away on May 5th, 2010. Jonathan, who was vice president, was sworn in the next day to complete his term. In 2011, he contested and won, ruling till 2015 before losing to Muhammadu Buhari. By 2015, Jonathan had served about 5 years as president. The lawyer argues that those 5 years plus any new 4-year term would push him beyond the 8-year constitutional limit. But is it that simple? Some constitutional lawyers disagree. They say Section 137, subsection 3, inserted after Jonathan left office, can't apply retroactively. Others argue the section covers every future election, regardless of when a person served, and that's the heart of the coming storm. Beyond the constitutional wordings, there is a deeper question. Who gets to decide a candidate's eligibility, the people or the courts? Nigeria's judiciary has often been dragged into political battles, and this case could set a major precedent. If the court agrees with the lawyer, it means the judiciary can preemptively strike out a candidate before Nigerians even vote. But if it throws the case out, it means eligibility questions remain the voters' business. Either way, the ruling will echo far beyond Jonathan. Tomorrow, it could be any former governor or vice president standing in that same dock. So why now? Because in political backrooms, Jonathan's name keeps returning as a possible consensus figure for 2027. Many see him as a neutral elder who could unite old PDP and APC factions. Others whisper that his quiet consultations in Abuja and Bayelsa are signs of a comeback plan. For some power brokers, Jonathan's candidacy could be the ultimate game changer against Tinubu. Soft, acceptable, Southern, Christian, Niger Delta, and with a past image of humility. That possibility alone rattles many camps. If Jonathan somehow enters the race and courts clear him, what happens to President Tinubu? Politically, it could divide the Southern vote, but it could also energize opposition voters who want a familiar, calmer hand at the top. Tinubu's strategists know this. That's why every rumor about Jonathan running sparks anxiety. But if the court stops Jonathan early, Tinubu breathes easier, and the 2027 contest becomes more predictable. A repeat of old rivalry, APC versus fragmented opposition. So the real battle may not be at the ballot. It might already have begun in the courtroom. But let's be honest, beyond Jonathan and Tinubu, this case speaks to Nigeria's democracy itself. Can a single clause stop a former leader from seeking the people's mandate again? Or should every question be settled by voters at the polls? The plaintiff says he is defending the Constitution. Critics say he is being used by hidden political forces who fear Jonathan's re-entry. The truth might lie somewhere in between, a mix of law, loyalty and power play. Whatever happens, one thing is clear. The Jonathan case will define how Nigeria interprets presidential tenure forever. If he is cleared, every future vice president who completes a term will cite his precedent. If he is bad, it closes the door for any comeback dreams from ex-presidents. And that's why every political camp is watching. Because whoever the court favors today could determine who rules Nigeria tomorrow. So, Chinick Nation, we ask you, should Jonathan be stopped by law or given another chance by the people? Drop your answer in the comments. Law versus people. Who should decide 2027? Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for daily analysis that cuts through the noise. This is Chinick TV, your voice in Africa's political conversation.